Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I will be reacting to Ananta's gameplay video. Now Ananta also had a teaser before that came out, and the reason why I haven't reacted to that or it's not in my channel is because I already watched it. Like I watched it myself. So I don't think there's any point to reacting to an already watched trailer. However, this one I haven't watched. This is something that I haven't watched. I'm guessing it's gameplay. More. It probably shows more gameplay than we saw in the trailer. So I'm looking forward to this. So let's see how the gameplay. We've already gotten like a little glimpse of the gameplay, and I will be honest. I'm actually digging it pretty much because I myself am. Like a game, like like I've been playing like PC games and like other AAA games and all the other stuff from a long amount of time, even before I watched anime. So I'm like I'm someone who've always throughout my life played games, and I have heard few people didn't like the direction the combat has taken, but I feel like it's a breath of fresh air within all the other gacha games. Same type of combat. This is like more realistic combat. Like it's still very unrealistic with the crazy stuff they're doing, but still it's like proper, like proper, like hand-to-hand combat and all that. Anyways, I'll discuss about all of that at the end, but let me watch the proper gameplay video first, and then I'll give more of my opinions. I still feel like this game is like something out of like a fantasy book, because I just cannot imagine how this is possible. Like the amount of stuff that we have seen in the teaser is pretty crazy, and this is like some, I don't know, it seems like they're showing so many things, and I just get the feeling that it won't be as advertised, but I doubt that's going to happen. They are like pushing this very like much, so I'm guessing they probably have made this properly, but still this seems unreal basically, like from what I've seen in the teaser. So I'm still pretty shocked as to how we're getting something like this. Like this is very what's that word, it's very like it's just like I said, it's unreal. Anyways, let me react to the gameplay video first. I'll talk. Anyways, let us begin. As always, the original video link is in the description box if you want to check the original video out. And yeah, let's watch. All right, so this is called gameplay video Ananta. Here we go. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
That's him. That's our target.
Black metal rhythmist.
You jokers again?
This time you're not getting away.
Okay.
Don't you guys have anything?
Yeah, this combat. A lot of people didn't like it. I'll talk about it later, but I like it very much. It's like, yeah, like they've taken a lot of inspiration from a lot of games, like Spider-Man, Sleeping Dogs.
I'll pound you into the pavement.
Could you guys at least try not to come off so desperate? What do you guys really want?
Our boss wants to hold a
Okay.
concert in the city. There a problem with that?
Can't you just book a stadium like everyone else?
Oh,
A
okay.
stadium couldn't possibly handle the majesty of the boss's rock show.
Okay. Then how about a beach concert?
Surround him.
Damn. Okay, so one thing I really appreciate in games is when they add environment to the combat. Like like you go and fight near a car and the enemy gets flung into the car and the car window breaks or the door breaks. The dumpster. All these like environmental combat is very entertaining. What the hell is it? Yeah? Bro, the jiggle physics. What the hell? Alright.
You guys seem to be having a good time. Wasn't it exciting enough for you before? Looking for an encore?
Who the hell is
Music
this?
that cringe. By the way, who are you?
I work for the Nova City Crime Agency.
Ah, police officer.
I can explain. They started all that back there, not me.
No need to get jumpy. I just...
Watch out!
Damn.
What's with the hot pursuit? Think you can lose him?
Hold on tight.
Right. Alright, you guys need to chill with the jiggle physics. Or maybe not. You know, do whatever you like.
Darn, these guys are persistent.
Good lord.
That's a bit much.
In front of us!
Okay, so this is part of cutscene, I'm guessing, yeah.
Yes, sir. Got an idea.
Oh my god, we have QTE. Crazy. We even have QTEs.
Whoa, what was that you just did? Careful!
Okay, so wow, a whole ass chase scene.
Looks like their license is getting revoked.
Okay, you know what? This looks like a single player game, like not like a gacha game or anything. It isn't a gacha game either, as far as I know.
Help them deflate.
Like there's no gacha here. It's like some other stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's not like gacha.
Another one!
Like an actual like a single player game. It seems like a live service single player game.
Sweet! Keep at it!
Bruh, this is crazy.
Get a little closer.
Not in my dreams I ever imagined that they're going to combine a gacha game with like Western game, like a fusion like this. It's crazy.
Not the greatest behind the wheel, are they?
Same goes for their shooting.
Good thing I've got a bona fide wheelman.
And one who follows the rules of the road, too.
Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the truck up ahead.
What the hell?
Crap.
What? That's... Oh, alright. Well, oh. Oh,
Hang on tight!
Spider-Man time. Yep. Wow. Oh god. Okay, now we're on the wheel.
You've got some serious strength, just like in the videos. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Hold on. Where did all these bikers come from?
Right, now we're behind the wheel. Okay.
All right, where to next?
How cool build site. Should be pretty empty over there. Reload ahead, turn left.
Hello?
Yeah, run 'em or send 'em.
Why is this girl not shooting? Does she not have a gun? While she was driving, we were shooting.
Watch out. They're
I guess we probably dropped our gun while we were in the air. Yeah.
traffic jam up ahead. Go left.
Okay.
I thought overshooting was supposed to be safe.
Usually is. Criminals
Yeah.
resist your charm. Darn, we've got company here too. Full steam ahead. Hit the gas. Roadblocks.
Good God.
Gas.
Sorry! Coming through!
Up ahead.
Whoa! The city doesn't find me. Is this a road or an obstacle course?
That's a train track. That's not a
You
road.
know how to get us out of here.
All right. Let's switch spots.
Grab the wheel.
Got it.
Hold. Steady.
Oh my God.
Why is there a train coming at us?
Well, it's a train track. Obviously, a train is gonna
Brace
come.
yourself.
Good Lord. Wait, he has a gun. Why was the girl not shooting? Okay, man.
It's never ending. At this rate, half the city's gonna get wrecked. They're coming out of the woodwork.
I see him.
It's all you. Don't stop firing.
Look out! Left side!
Oh.
Hold on tight.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is insane.
Good, eh?
This is a whole ass GTA mission.
Got no.
Like, what's going on?
Parking here costs an arm and a leg, you know.
Oh, we gotta. There's an oil tanker on the right side.
Perfect. In front of us.
Bruh.
Looks like we got more goons waiting for us.
Perfect.
Wow, now rockets.
Your marksmanship. Let's take him out quicker.
Okay.
One down.
No problem. I got this.
Oh my God. Oh my. Oh. That tanker's gonna explode. I'm
Finally, some peace and quiet.
okay.
I hope those cars are insured.
You've got some skills. Ever thought about joining the NCCA?
Is the ACD shutting down big news?
Shutting down, I thought.
Oh God. Oh, now what? Oh, hey! Oh my God! You're gonna get crushed. All right. Nah, man, this is crazy.
Didn't run? Not on my watch.
They made this hella entertaining. The whole Oh my God! Oh, oh, you missed the quick time event. Fantastic. Or did? Oh wait. Okay, there you go. Those two they missed. What is this, Mad Max? Like, I'm talking about the game. I'm pretty sure there was a cutscene like this in Mad Max.
Hey, quit hurling stuff, would ya? Your aim's terrible
Oh
anyway.
my God.
Hi there.
How? Look at this guy's size. Yo, this bro moving like Spider-Man.
You good?
Just a minor hiccup. Here, catch. Show 'em what for.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
Spider-Man with guns. Good Lord.
Knock, knock. Here's a little gift from the fans.
Jump. Oh yeah.
Wow, that gift was a real banger.
Right.
That was intense.
The cleanup is gonna be a nightmare, though.
Looks like that's the end of the show.
Is it?
Nicely done back there. I still owe you a proper introduction.
Oh wow. True.
I'm Lakia Rain, director of the Nova City Crime Agency. What do you say, Punk
NCCA.
Master? Got a minute?
Wait,
Fun
are we
friend.
heading to the NCCA? No need to give me any good citizen awards, honestly.
Let's find a spot and chat for a while. You've got me curious.
Well, you know what? This is actually very interesting. Like, okay, I'll talk about it. Just a minute. Let this end. Okay. The reason why I'm saying that is because this is the first gacha game type of game, like, which looks like a gacha game that I've seen, which is actually like a single player game, it seems like, you know, like a single player story driven game. And I'm actually very much here for it. Like, I've seen a lot of people say that they are not really digging the combat, but you know, I would probably say those people don't really play games. Like, you know, because if you've been playing games for a long amount of time, this is something that I feel like you know, I'm not saying that every person will share my like opinion, but if you're someone who have been playing like games like AAA games and like, you know, other like big games like PC games and stuff for like a long amount of time, and you're also big gacha game fans, like, you know, like Honkai Star Rail, like Wuthering Waves, Genshin, you know, like all the other games, like, you know, that all the gacha games, the new ones that we are like playing nowadays, the popular ones. If you are one of those people and you like both those things, I feel like, again, I don't know if that's a common opinion, but at least in my opinion, I am very much glad that they're making a game which looks like a gacha kind of game, but at the same time it's not really. It is like it looks like a single player story driven like game, which has like more realistic combat, like, you know, like gun shooting, like, you know, like hand to hand combat and stuff. And obviously there's unrealistic stuff as well, like freaking Spidey swinging up the buildings and all that. But you know what I'm trying to say, you know, not those crazy, like, you know, like gacha game combat, like I don't know, like just like, you know, like using your sword to cut two dimensions or something. None of that thing, those things, but like these type of things. And like, I am very much happy that they're actually mixing something like these two things together, because I think this is the first time we've actually gotten something like this. And it's always like it's always like a very good thing when like companies try something new like this, like try to make something new like this. And who knows, maybe this will become the next big thing, and other like game companies will be like, oh, you know what, look at this became so popular, let's try to copy this, and they'll add like combat like this in gacha games and stuff, and this will become like the next big thing. Who knows, nobody knows, this might that might happen. And obviously, like, then it'll get like milked to oblivion. This whole concept will get milked to oblivion, like how every single week we're getting like a new gacha game nowadays. It'll probably be like that. But a new thing is always appreciated, and I appreciate that this is something new that we're getting. And again, it'll all depend if they are actually going to be giving us what they're showing us. They're showing us all of these things, and if they're able to provide that to us in gameplay format, I think this is a good thing. And like I said, I've seen a lot of people, I've seen them being like, oh, the combat is very boring. And no, it's not boring. This is how like combat is in other games. And I'm glad that we're getting something like this, because if you want crazy gacha game like dimension cutting, swordsmanship, and all those crazy stuff, you can find 50 other gacha games like that. Every single month a new gacha game like that is coming out. But this is something new. This is something new, and I am glad they're experimenting. Yeah, who knows, maybe this might not become the next big thing. Maybe this might be a flop, but at least they tried, to do something new. And using this as a, maybe even if this game doesn't go well, and I doubt it will, but just for the sake of it, I'm just saying that if it doesn't perform as well, then other companies will try to use this framework to do something like that, and then one day we'll get something like this. And yes, I am happy that we're getting some kind of a new thing, instead of just being a copy paste, like another type of like gacha game combat type of thing. And another thing, and this is, I'm not 100% sure, but I've heard and I've seen other people talking about, apparently this won't have any gacha, and it will have something to do with like costumes, the monetization aspect will be like costumes and buildings, I think. I'm not sure, I've just read this somewhere, it might be wrong, but one thing for sure, this won't really have gacha. And you know what, this is another thing I never talked about it, but this is what I think. Other games are also doing this, kind of taking out gacha and like using other stuff. There's another game I know which has been teased, which apparently has no gacha, but those are like gacha game type games. You still need the characters and you'll have to farm for them. I'm not really that much of a big fan of that, because if it's a gacha game at the end of it, like if you have to just collect the characters, then why take out the gacha? I think it's absolutely pointless to do that. You still have to farm. Here's the thing, people this is the thing, there's two things that games kind of try to get from you. Number one, obviously it is the money that you have. People spend money for the characters, and your time. These two things, it's one or the other. When some game is taking out the monetary aspect of that, and they're like, oh, it'll be farmable, they will try to take your time, and it'll take time for you to farm. And that's the thing. The games are not they're not really a charity or anything that they're just going to give you the characters for free and there'll be no monetization at all. They will definitely try to get something from you. If it's not money, it will be your time. And I, for one, I don't like farming in games. Absolutely hate it. And if I have to farm for character, fragments, no, that's not for me. So gacha games taking out gacha, in my opinion, is not a good thing. And that's just my opinion. I know that a lot of people will disagree with this, and I'm completely okay with that. But this is just my opinion. When you take out gacha from a gacha game, it's weird. This, however, is not a gacha game, so I'm completely fine with it not having any gacha aspects. This is a single player game. This is not a gacha game. In no way is this a gacha game. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a single player game, and they will obviously add monetization. But like I said, it'll be like maybe like other stuff, like costumes and everything, all those things, maybe those kind of things. I don't know exactly what they're going to be monetizing, but whatever it is, it won't be characters. I don't think you'll have to like single player like games. It will probably have the characters, and I don't know, or I'm not sure if you'll have to farm for the characters or not. But whatever it is, this doesn't seem like a gacha game, so I'm kind of okay with it. With it not having any gacha aspects. I'll just treat this as one of my single player, like PC games. So yeah, that's the thing. So I'm pretty glad, and from the gameplay, as you can see, they've taken inspiration from a lot of games. Spider-Man, Sleeping Dogs, Watch Dogs, what else? Any type of shooter games, GTA, all these games that they have taken like inspiration from. Like, I remember watching the teaser myself. Like I said, I watched the trailer myself. There, a few of the combats, it felt exactly like Sleeping Dogs, especially the hand-to-hand combat style. Then we had one section where we have the Spider-Man style, hand-to-hand combat was also there, using this web swinging and all that. That is also there. So I feel like the combat is like a mixture of Spider-Man and Sleeping Dogs. We have like the GTA type exploration. There was also a scene I remember in the trailer where you can switch characters just like a GTA character do, with the whole like the pie chart. And you go from one character to another, and you see the other character doing some random stuff, and then you get in control like that. That's literally from GTA 5. So so that is like from GTA. Obviously the cars, the chasing and everything, also from GTA. The Q2, the quick time event mechanics, they're from a lot of different games uses that. So it's not really taken from any particular game. I think Spider-Man also had those, and a lot of other games have those quick time mechanics. Then we have there was one scene in the trailer I remember where when the character kind of hacked the whole city. Obviously that's from Watch Dogs. Like, what else is it? The whole Watch Dogs type of hacking style kind of thing. And I don't know if there's any other game but they have taken like so much inspiration from so many different games and just mixed it together, and it's pretty crazy, I feel like. So yeah. Now, another thing, I feel like we will have to wait and see for that, how the story will be. Now, one thing I will say, even if like all these gacha games that I play, like, they might be like the like the gacha, like, might be like very like what do you call it, predatory. Like the gacha, some of the gacha games, they don't have like pity system and all that. A lot of them like very low rates and all that. People complain a lot about that. I also have a lot of complaints about that, about a few games, this and that, about the mechanics. But all of that aside, one thing I can say, the gacha games that I play currently, at least they have a really good story. And I feel like, and this is one thing I've always said, at least for me, I don't care how the gameplay is. If you have a solid ass story, I will stick with the gacha game. There's so many gacha games that I play solely for the story, and because I've gotten attached to the characters, that I just cannot leave it anymore. Obviously Fate Grand Order, in no way can I leave Fate Grand Order unless and until it shuts down. I'm going to keep playing it because of the characters, the story, everything. I'm too damn attached to them. Same with other stuff. But there are other gacha games as well which has the story which I don't really like, but the combat is amazing and the gameplay is amazing and everything. I've seen this, at least for me, even if it has like really good friendly gacha system or good combat and anything, but the story is bad, I played for a few months maybe and then I drop it. I couldn't be bothered. Story is the main thing that anchors me to gacha games. So I feel like that will be extremely important here. If I don't, I'm not expecting some amazing, like crazy story, like some award-winning story or anything. If it's something decent which at least attracts my attention and makes me feel for the characters that I'm playing, makes me care about them, makes me attached to them, and makes me part of the story itself, that's all that is needed. Because I'm loving the gameplay aspect. If they actually provide this, I'm loving the gameplay aspect. I'm loving everything that we have seen. Main thing is story. If the story is not good, I will probably play it for like 1 month maybe maximum, and then I'll probably drop it. Like it's going to be like that. So that is the main important thing here. I pray to God that they actually do a good job with the story. If they do, then everything is fine for me. I will probably stick around because this is something new, and I'm glad that they're going this direction. Because we have had so many gacha game style games, so many of them. If you want another gacha game style, like crazy, like like unrealistic combat and all that, you can find like 5 of them maybe. Like if you just search on the internet, there's loads of them. Is there anything like this? No, there isn't. So I'm glad that they're doing this. Yeah, however it is, however people take this, I'm glad that we're getting something new at least. So that's all. That's my opinion. That's what I think about this. The gameplay was pretty fun. There was like a lot of sections and everything. Like I said, it just feels like a single player game. Like it feels like a single player game with anime characters, which is something I've always kind of hoped to see, and we're finally getting it. That's why I'm saying, like, this game doesn't feel real, at least. I feel like it's this type of a game is probably something that I'll go to sleep and I'll dream in my dreams that there's a game like this, and then I'll wake up from my dream. It seems like that type of a concept. The fact that we're actually getting this is so unreal that unless and until we get this in front of us, I'm not going to be believing that this is real. I still think this is not real. Even though we have all these gameplay like things and all these teasers and everything. So yeah, I need to see it with my own eyes, play it with my own hands, and then I'll finally be like, you know what, this is real. Because I still don't think this is real. Like, what the hell is this? Whoever thought to make something like this, if this is actually what we're going to get, I am forever grateful to you. Because like I said, I have always wanted something like this. Like, we've gotten so many gacha games, so I've always wanted to see how like a Western, like a single player game, the combat style, the gameplay story style mixed with anime characters, how it would feel like. And I don't think I've ever gotten any games like that, and this is the first one. So this is something from my dreams, I feel like. So yeah, again, it's very it's a very ambitious thing that the devs are going to trying to do, and hopefully they're able to provide, because there's been so many games that have given us a lot of things like this have shown us that, oh, it's going to be like this, it's going to be like that, but then the gameplay is absolute garbage. So I hope that it's not like that. I really hope it doesn't go that direction. That's the only thing that I'm thinking. 2 things, that and the story. If these 2 are exactly good, like how I expect, everything's fine. Anyways, that's just what I think about Ananta. At least I'm glad. Because like I said, I don't know when I've been playing games from when I was not a toddler. That's a bit too far, I feel like. But from at least when I could understand something, in near what's going on, I gained consciousness. At least from that point onwards, I remember playing games. I don't know how old I was, but I remember playing like Max Payne 1 was like the first game when it back then. I used to play. That's how I started everything, and from that point onwards, gaming was the only thing. I didn't even know what anime was at that point. Anime was a lot late that I started watching. Gaming was the first thing, and I've still been continuing to do. Maybe I don't play games as much as I watch anime nowadays, but it's still there. I do. If some games come out which I really catches my fancy, I play it. I love playing it. So someone like me, this is very good, in my opinion. So so I would this is probably one opinion that would clash with a lot of other people who were expecting some gacha style combat or something. So those people will probably disagree with me. But at least I'm glad. Anyways, I'll end this video here, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know your opinion. Like I said, I know there's a lot of mixed opinion with the gameplay and everything. So let me know what you think. And yeah, let's see if they're able to like give us what they're showing us, and hopefully the story is good. So these two things, let's see if they're able to do it. So yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.